Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, my name is Muhammad Alif Said. I'm from Class C, and today's video is about my teaching practice for the lesson plan in Pedagogy of Writing, and the material that I'm going to bring in this video is about capitalization. I'm going to explain about the rules, what is actually capitalization, and the other aspect. And I'm gonna train my students and hope that I'm going to be a good teacher in this teaching practice video. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get started. Okay, so can we start the class now, students? Alright, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Okay, it's me again, your favorite English teacher, Mr. Alif. So today I'm going to teach you guys again. So if you remember, last week saya kasih tahu kalian kalau hari ini kita bakalan belajar tentang new material. Jadi materi baru yang bakal kalian pelajari lagi. So this material, I think it's actually a common or a basic knowledge for you guys to know. And yeah, I think you guys gonna be familiar about this material. But before we're getting to the material, I want to make sure that my students is ready to learn today, to do a teaching and learning section with me. So how's your day, guys? How's this morning? Have you eaten breakfast or anything? What did you eat? Good. Okay. And how do you guys feel for meeting me again? Okay, that's a silly question. Okay, so I hope you guys doing well today. I hope you guys senang kembali bertemu dengan saya, senang kembali belajar dengan saya lagi tentang English, about English, and anything about English sesuai materi, okay? And then kalau semuanya sudah siap dan kalian sudah semua sarapan, and you're in a good mood to start the class, so let's get to the material. Okay, so the material that you guys are going to learn today, it's about capitalization. It's about capitalization. Yeah, I know it's kind of familiar for you guys too. I think it's not your first time hearing this word about capitalization, tentang kapitalisasi, huruf besar yang biasanya ada di awal sebuah kata. It's common, it's a basic, actually, it's a basic knowledge for you guys to know. I hope you guys can understand for my explanation about this material, because me too, I'm still kind of sometimes forgot about capitalization, but me as your teacher, I will make sure you guys will understand about this material that I'm going to teach you guys today, and it's about capitalization. So if you guys ready, let's get to the point. Okay, so the first thing is I want to make sure what is actually capitalization. Apa itu kapitalisasi? Apa itu huruf kapital? What is capital letter? Why is it so important to us to learn it? Kenapa kita harus belajar tentang itu? So I'm going to tell you and explain the definition about capitalization that I make. So capitalization refers to the use of capital letters, uppercase letters, in writing. which a larger and often of a different style than lowercase letter is of course a different style for lowercase and uppercase. It's totally different, but yeah, it's totally different. It's not the same because the style, the when it comes to B, when you see word B, the B is the uppercase B is have dua lengkungan, but the lowercase b is just one lengkungan. So it's really different from uppercase and lowercase. And then the rules of capitalization specify when and where capital letters should be used, such as the beginning of the sentence. That's itu wajib ya, the beginning of the sentence. And then proper nouns, and then certain titles and any other rules that you have to do when you want to use capitalization. You have to know where or when, kapan dan dimana kalian bisa menggunakan capitalization itu dalam sebuah kata, or in your when you're writing something. When you write something, you have to know when or when, where or when to use this capitalization. And then proper use of capitalization can improve the clarify and readability of written text. So the use of capitalization is really important to you guys to know and understand for this class. Yeah, you guys in I think it's 5th semester. Yeah, this 5th semester is really serious for you guys to learn about something important for you guys to learn, and these are one of those important material that you have to know and master. So saya ulangi lagi. Proper use of capitalization can improve the clarify and readability of written text, and is an important aspect of written communication in English. Yeah, that is really important in written communication in English, because if you send an email or something formal, dalam bentuk formal, it's really important to know about this capitalization, because if you use it wrong, it's going to indicate a problem. Bakalan muncul masalah. I know it's tidak selamanya dipermasalahkan, tapi ada baiknya kalau kita nulis sesuatu yang formal, capitalization itu penting buat diperhatikan dalam misalnya pembuatan surat or email ke seseorang yang penting atau seseorang yang lebih jabatannya dari kita, someone important. You have to know how, when, or where to use capitalization in your writing communication in English. So it is important to me to tell you guys the use of capitalization. So that is the definition of capitalization. So I'm gonna repeat it once again. Capitalization refers to the use of capital letters, uppercase letters, in writing, which are larger and often of a different style than lowercase letters, different style. The rules of capitalization specify when and where capital letters should be used, such as the beginning of the sentence, proper nouns, and certain rules, certain titles, and anything, the basic rules. And then proper use of capitalization can improve the clarify and the readability of your written text. It is an important aspect of written communication in English. It's really important, trust me. So if you guys know the definition of if you guys already know, sudah tahu tentang definisi dari capitalization, And then let's go to the rules, the basic rules, the inti dari pengajaran ini. Okay, let's get to the next point. Okay, so if we want to learn something, ada baiknya kalau kita belajar dari yang basic dulu, yang lebih mudah. So I'm gonna explain and tell you guys about the basic rules in using capitalization. So here are some basic rules of using capital letters in English. So the first one is the first word in a sentence should always be capitalized. So if you found satu kalimat di awal banget itu, pasti huruf awalnya itu di kata yang awal, it should be capitalized. For example, the sun is shining brightly that day. So it's the yang capitalized itu yang mana? Yep, that's right. The first letter, the sun, the sun, THA. The T is have to be capitalized because it's the first word in that sentence and in that paragraph. So each paragraph, each first sentence, everything, every sentence, every full sentence, the first word has to be capitalized in the first letter. Jadi setiap kalimat, setiap di paragraf manapun itu, kalau misalnya ada yang tidak capitalized, that should be wrong, because apapun yang diawali, yang ada di awal kalimat or di awal paragraf itu, satu kata itu, the first one should be capitalized. That's the correct one. Okay, and then the second one is proper nouns. So proper nouns is the specific names of people, places, things, and organizations, something like that. So the proper nouns should be capitalized. So remember this: people, places, things, and organizations should be capitalized. It must be capitalized because that is the basic rules of using capitalization. So for example, I live in New York City and work at Microsoft. What is the capitalized word? So the first one is, remember the first rules? Yep, the beginning, the first word in a sentence should always be capitalized. So I in this sentence should be capitalized. I live in, and then the second one is New York City, because it's a proper noun, and it explained that proper nouns it should be capitalized. New York City, NYC, the N, new, the Y in York, and the C in city, it should be capitalized. And then, and work at Microsoft. Microsoft, it should be capitalized or not? That's right, it should be, because Microsoft is the name of organizations atau nama perusahaan. It should be capitalized because it is a formal term of word, I think, and that's, yeah, that should be capitalized. Refer to the second rules of using capital letters. Proper nouns should be capitalized. Understand? Okay, let's move to the next. The third one is titles and headings should be capitalized. Judul dari your story, short text, kalau kalian nulis itu, judulnya itu kebanyakan harus di capitalized. It is important to capitalize titles and headings should be capitalized. So for example, the importance of exercise in daily life. That is titles of a essay or paragraph or something that should be titles. So the capitalized in this word, the importance of exercise in daily life, is the T in the, I in the importance of itu nggak dia capitalize because it's a connecting word, and then exercise it should be capitalized, in juga nggak di-capitalize because it seems in, sama dengan of ya, tidak di-capitalize kalau kata sambung. Daily life it should be capitalized. D for daily, L for life, it should be capitalized in titles. Okay, understand? And then let's move to the fourth one. The first word in a direct quote should be capitalized. So if you read a story, a novel, or something like that, huruf pertama di dialog itu harusnya it should be capitalized because it should be. It's the basic rules in using capitalized letter. And then the example is, he said, I love pizza. So the he, it should be capitalized because it's the first word in a sentence. Okay, and then the next rules is number 5. Capital letters are used in acronyms and initialisms. So misalnya di singkatannya NASA, NASA, it should be capitalized, such as FBA or ASAP. Acronyms, singkatan, begitu kata-kata gaul juga misalnya, biasanya ya capitalized. Acronyms and initialisms. And then 6 is the first letter of each major word in a title or heading should be capitalized. Same with the third rules about the title and headings. I've already explained it. The theory of relativity, explain it. So the, it should be capitalized. Theory should be capitalized. The T and of, it should be or not. It's not. Okay, good. Relativity should be capitalized. And the last one, explain it. It should be capitalized. And then the 7th rules is the names of days of the week, month, and holidays should be capitalized. Remember that? The names of days of the week, months, and holidays should be capitalized. Example, I am going to the beach on Saturday, July 4th for Independence Day. So the capitalized is, I am going to the beach on Saturday. So the I in the beginning of the word, it should be capitalized. I'm going to the beach on Saturday. Saturday is the name of the day. And then July 4th, it's the name of the month, and it should be capitalized too because it's the basic rules. And then for Independence Day is holidays, and it should be capitalized. And then the last basic rules is capital letters are used in the first word and all important words in the title of a book, movie, or other work. So it should be, it's the same with the 6th and 3rd basic rules. The title of the movie have to be capitalized in the first word. So for example, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So Harry, for H for the Harry, should be capitalized. P buat Potter, P, should be capitalized. And the itu nggak perlu ya, because it's connecting words. Remember that. And then sorcerers, S should be capitalized, and S in stone should be capitalized too. So there are just a few basic rules for using capital letters in English. There are many other specific cases and exceptions, but following these guidelines will help ensure that your writing is clear, professional, and is easy to read. So itu tadi ke-8 rules, basic rules, lebih ke basic rules dari penggunaan capitalization, because there are still many rules yang harus dipakai untuk menulis capitalization, itu menggunakan capitalization. Masih ada beberapa. In proper nouns it should be masih banyak lagi, such as historical events, special events, and streets, highways, landmarks, public areas, institutions, cities, for the example tadi. And then names of the structure and buildings, trains, ship, aircraft, and other modes of transportation, products, officials, art and literature, groups, races, languages, and nationalities. So there are still so many rules that you have to know when you want to use capitalization, but the basic one is just these 8 rules. The first one, I'm gonna repeat it for you guys to understand. The first one is the first word in a sentence should always be capitalized. So the first word, remember that. And then the second one, proper nouns. What is the proper nouns again? People, places, things, and organizations, or something like that. And then the third one is titles and headings. And then the fourth one is the first word in a direct quote. Jadi seperti quotasi, quotation, a dialogue. Yeah, the first word in a direct quote should be capitalized. And then the fifth one is capital letters are used in acronyms and initialisms. So this is really sedikit mengecoh ya, in acronyms and initialisms. So you have to be careful to use the singkatan, and it should be capitalized. And in a formal way, it should be capitalized, like NASA or FBI, that is capitalized. And then the first letter of each major word in a title or heading should be capitalized. The major word. It is the theory of relativity explained yang tadi, sampelnya. Yang should be capitalized is the theory, relativity, and explained. Because of is just a connecting word that should not be capitalized. That is unnecessary to capitalize it, karena tidak perlu. And then the next one is the names of the days of the week, month, and holidays should be capitalized. Jadi hari, bulan, dan juga hari libur, hari nasional itu, it should be capitalized. Holidays, it should be capitalized. And then the last one, capital letters are used in the first word and all important words in the title of a book, movie, and other work. So like literature, it should be capitalized too. It's about the title, the first thing that you see in that work of art or anything, it should be capitalized di judulnya, like Hunger Games, for example, that is capitalized, right? So yeah, that is just a few basic rules of using capital letters in English. So there are still many, masih banyak lagi specific rules yang kalian bisa pelajari, tapi itu buat next meeting. I think it's good for the next meeting because this is the first meeting of us explaining about capitalization. So it's just a basic one. I will teach you guys buat kalian mengerti. It's just the basic one. So let's go to the next. Okay, so I've been explaining this basic rules, these 8 basic rules, and then next, let's get to the next section. Okay, after the answer and question section that I've given you guys tadi, selanjutnya ada baiknya kita practice ya, practice to use, buat kalian mengerti the use of capitalize. Jadi untuk practice-nya, I will give you guys some set of uncapitalized word. I think 5 to 10 word, 10 not words, sentence. Sorry, 5 to 10 sentences, uncapitalized sentences, and I hope you guys know how to use capitalization in this set of sentences to practice it. Okay, so the first one, get ready. The first one is, my favorite color is green. What it should be capitalized? My favorite color is green. So you guys must be now, kalian pasti tahu apa yang harus dilakukan untuk capitalize kalimat itu. Apa yang pertama di capitalize? Remember that? The basic rules of using capital letters in English. Okay, and then second one is, I love to read books on rainy days. So that should be, I give you a hint. The first rules in using capital letters that you must be used, right? And then the third one is, nah, ini mulai sulit. The capital of France is Paris. The capital of France is Paris. Okay. And then the fourth one is, my friend and I are going to the movies tonight. Okay. And then the 5 is, my parents bought me a new bicycle for my birthday. Okay. And then last summer I went on a trip to Europe with my family. Okay. And 7, I enjoy playing video games in my free time. Get it? And 8 is, my dog is a golden retriever named Max. My dog is a golden retriever named Max. Okay. 9 is, the United States of America is a democratic country. It's a democratic country. And then the last one is, my favorite food is pizza with extra cheese. So dari ke-10 itu, there should be, every sentence there should be one letter that you should capitalize, because semua ini belum di-capitalize ya, masih lowercase semua, belum ada yang uppercase. So I need you guys to take time to work on this practice. And next is, we're going to review your answer, of course. Okay, take your time. Okay, so have you guys done for the works, for the practice? Okay, next, we're going to review it together. So I will choose 10 maybe. Yeah, it's good if kalau saya choose 10 students untuk naik ke atas buat tulis jawabannya masing-masing. Okay, so I will choose 10 students, and 1 students have to write their answer based on the orders. Jadi kalau saya tunjuk yang pertama, harus jawab yang kalimat pertama ya, what should be capitalized. Okay, So let's get started. The first one is my favorite color is green. Okay, that's good. So the one that should be capitalized in the sentence is my favorite color is green. So the my is remember the first rules. The beginning words of the sentence, it should be capitalized, right? So the my should be capitalized. The other, it's not, because it's tidak masuk ke dalam basic rules, yeah. Okay, so the second one, I love to read books on rainy days. So it's same with the number one. Tidak ada yang perlu dikapitalisasi buat selain the first one, I. Jadi kalau and then I want to add some rules. I itu huruf saya, saya, it should be capitalized. Tidak ada tidak ada rules yang apa ya? Itu I itu mutlak. That's mutlak. It should be capitalized. I should be capitalized. Huruf I itu harus capitalized because it represents us, I. So it should be capitalized, okay? Remember that. And then the third one is the capital of France is Paris. Okay, correct. The it should be capitalized, and then capital, no. Of connecting word, no. But France, that should be capitalized because it's a place. And then in Paris. So France and Paris and the should be capitalized in the first letter. And then the fourth one is my friend and I are going to the movies tonight. Same with the rules, basic rules. My and I should be capitalized in that sentence, okay? And then 5. My parents bought me a new bicycle for my birthday. These two, sama dengan yang tadi, it's just the first one, my birthday. My birthday, not my, it's just my, the first word in letter, okay? Remember the rules. And then the 6th is last summer I went on a trip to Europe with my family. What it should be capitalized? The first word, letter, the L should be capitalized. And then I went, huruf I itu harus dikapitalize, okay? Went on a trip to Europe. Huruf E nya juga harus capitalize in Europe. And that's right. And then 7 is I enjoy playing video games in my free times. That's too, I should be capitalized. And the 8, my dog is a golden retriever named Max. So my should be capitalized because it's the first letter in the first word. Dog is a golden retriever. Golden retriever itu seperti spesies atau jenis anjing itu. That should be capitalized because it's not in the basic rules, but you're going to terbiasa. Karena ini termasuk ini termasuk spesies hewan itu should be, I think it should be capitalized too. Yeah, it should be capitalized too. Golden retriever. And the name of the dog, of course, Max. Name of someone, it should be capitalized. The name of the animals, name of people should be capitalized in a sentence, okay? And then the 9 is the United States of America is a democratic country. So the should be capitalized, United should be capitalized, States should be capitalized, of and America should be capitalized, okay? And then the last one is my favorite food is pizza with extra cheese. Ini sedikit mengecoh, but It's just my favorite food. My, the first word in the sentence should be capitalized. So that's it. Good job everyone. If you guys answer correctly, then it's good for you karena kalian mengerti dengan dengan ke-8 rules, basic rules tadi. And then yang masih ada salahnya, masih ada beberapa yang salah, it's totally okay if you're wrong, because di sini kita belajar ya, gak ada salahnya salah. Okay, so make sure you guys remember the 8 basic rules of the using this capitalization. So make sure you guys remember it, the rules, the basic rules, just the basic rules for using capital letters in English. Okay, good job. Baiklah, itulah tadi penjelasan singkat dari explaining the capitalization. What is the definition of capitalization? The rules, the basic rules of capitalization. Jadi, abang kalian mengerti dengan penjelasan Mr. Alif tadi, me, for my explanation. Are you guys understand? Okay, good. Thank you. Because I'm still a new teacher, so I'm sorry if I made a mistake and tidak terlalu kompeten. No, I'm not saying that. Tidak terlalu kompeten. Tidak terlalu tidak belum ahli dalam menjelaskan sesuatu because I'm still nervous. And then so I just want to make sure you guys understand the materials. Are you guys understand? Okay, that's good if you guys understand. So capitalization is such an important thing to you guys to acknowledge, to know, because capitalization is really important when you want to write something. Karena pelajaran itu gak ada pelajaran yang gak penting, semua penting. So make sure kalian ngerti dengan penjelasan saya tentang capitalization, and if you guys understand, then it's good for you. Okay, so thank you for listening to my explanation, guys. Okay, so we get to the conclusion of today's teaching, of today's materials about capitalization. Capitalization refers to the use of capital letters, uppercase letters, in writing which are larger and often of a different style than lowercase letters. Remember that? It's a different style. And then rules of capitalization specify when and where capital letters should be used. And proper use of capitalization can improve the clarity and readability of written text, and is an important aspect of written communication in English. So make sure you remember how important capitalization are. And then the basic rules. The first one is the first word in a sentence should be capitalized, and then the proper nouns such as peoples, place, things, and organizations, and then title and headings, and then the first word in a direct quote dialogue should be capitalized. And then capital letters are used in an acronym and initialism such as NASA or FBA. And then the sixth is the first letter of each major word in a title or heading should be capitalized. And then next 7 is the names of days of the week, month, and holidays should be capitalized too. And then the last one, capital letters are used in the first word and all important words in the title of a book, movie, and other work or work of art. So that is the conclusion for today's explanation. Hope you guys understand. Okay, so you guys, we came to the end of the class. Jadi ini sudah sisa berapa menit kita akan keluar dari kelas. So that is my explanation about capitalization. I hope you guys understand, and I hope to meet you soon with a better version of you again. And then I just want to make sure that you understand about my capitalization. I will give you an assignment assessment. I will give you 10 or 15 uncapitalized sentences, and I want you to correct them. So I will give you a sheet of um, uncapitalized letters, like seperti tadi yang contoh di practice, okay? So I will give you the assignment, tugas buat dikerja di rumah, buat kalian bisa ngerti tentang basic rules about this capitalization. And then yeah, that is the end of our class. How do you guys feel about today's? Yeah, it's a little bit tough, it's a little bit difficult, but kalian pasti bisa ngerti, okay? So thank you for listening to me today, guys. You're such a good listener, so thank you. See you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So that is my teaching practice. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope for the mistakes that I've made in making the video, I hope you guys understand that I'm still learning too, that I'm still an amateur teacher to teach this kind of materials that I think it's a little bit difficult to me, but I have to choose it because I have to test myself. So thank you for listening, you guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.